talking all night long queues for a property launch. What is happening with the Dubai property market? It is going from strength to strength. It is going through the roof. And last night, we saw another overnight queue for the unveiling of a new development. This time, we've moved from the Palm, and last night's launch was for Azizi Developments, a new development that they're launching.
Insane. So queues gathered at 2 a.m. last night for a 9 a.m. token collection this morning to be the first owners of the 8.2 billion Azizi Developments property. It's a Venetian-inspired luxury waterfront lifestyle community with a swimmable crystal blue water lagoon
Of course
in Dubai South.
Yes. So we saw last night possibly hundreds of people gathering for what will be 30,000 residential units. They're going to have 100 apartment complexes. So this is a whole new community that in 5 years' time will be like, oh, that community that we all know so well that everyone lives in. And it's got 400 luxury villas and mansions as well. It was first announced last week at a Coca-Cola Arena event. So they kind of went big to hype this. They had Nancy Arjan come in to make sure that everyone knew about this new development that was launching. And it worked. We saw a lot of people out last night at 2 a.m. camping overnight to get into the queue to own a property.
I understand if it's an iPhone. I understand if it's, you know, like those hype beast vibey situations. But for a property, like, okay, yeah, there's mansions, 400 mansions. But like 2 a.m. until 9 a.m. for a token, it's beyond me. I don't think I'd do it for a property. Just build. You can literally build exactly what you want, customize it the way you want, and you're not going to have to spend 7 hours of your life stood in a queue. That's how I feel about it.
True, but I guess this is real money. These properties are not built yet, and this is real money that people are putting down. They're looking at it as an investment. And we had a finance expert on the show last week, and he said, you know, people do need to look beyond real estate for their investment opportunities, their investment choices. But I think it's still very common for people to look at a real estate as an investment. It's an off-plan property, so you're going to get a little bit cheaper, of course, than when it's built. And people are betting on the city.
And also the location is very important to note down. Like we've had so many people, just like in the industry, say how that side of Dubai is slowly but surely developing. So in terms of your finances and going for something that isn't as excruciating to the bank account, like just that side of Dubai, the Jebel Ali, South Dubai, Arjan, all that area is where it's Poppington as of now. I'll have you know.
And of course, when we see the Al Maktoum airport open up fully, that's going to be the biggest, what they're aiming for, the biggest commercial airport in the world when it gets fully up and running. So that part of town is going to be, as you said, live and kicking. So everyone who was out there last night, I'd love, if you were watching the show, tell us, did you get your token? And what property are you going for? Give us inspo.
What would you wait in queue for if it wasn't properties or an iPhone?
In Q4, did you say?
No, what would you queue for?
Okay. On the brain.
Good morning. What would it be?
I would queue for specific concerts.
Okay.
Robbie Williams is coming.
Okay.
And the basic tickets are sold out. And I would love to be going to Robbie Williams. I would actually queue for Robbie Williams. There's specific concerts that you just know are going to be memorable. If anyone has Robbie Williams tickets, the regular ones, not the really fancy ones, and they're selling them, I'm available to buy.
Throw a bone.
What would you queue for?
It would have to be someone I really, really like. I think either Nicki Minaj or The Strokes.
Yeah, The Strokes. Of course you would queue for Nicki Minaj.
You're so hip. You're so hip. The Strokes are queue
rubbing
for.
off on me before you leave. So Nicki Minaj concert tickets. Of course, Nicki is not coming. We're not bringing you that news.
Like, by the way, what's that about, Nixon? Like, spade yourself. Well, I think she might be. Like, she has a new album coming out, World Tour. No one asked for this, but I'm elaborating anyway. But Nicki Minaj I queue for. The Strokes I would queue for 1,000,000 times. I've seen them once, and I never had music speak to me that way.
This is the thing about concerts, that they can really, but also a home, if I could afford it, would probably speak to me too.
Yeah.